Today we're going to be looking at enzymes. What are enzymes? Enzymes are biological catalysts that speed up the rate of reaction in living things mostly. Enzymes are proteins. If you don't know the macromolecules of life, please check out my macromolecules video. But just to put it simply, enzymes are going to lower the activation energy needed for a reaction. So as you can see on the graph, without an enzyme, you're going to need a lot more energy. And then as you can see with an enzyme, it's going to lower that and it's going to give us the products a lot faster. We're going to use less energy. It's going to become more efficient. Some facts to know about enzymes. You can identify an enzyme with the ase ending, the suffix ase, catalase, synthase, lipase. These are all enzymes, and you can see the ase at the end, and that will tell you that it is an enzyme. Enzymes are not reactants nor products in a reaction. It is the arrow. So think like in chemistry you had like let's just go like photosynthesis. This is more biology. CO2 plus what is it? CO2 plus H2O with an arrow, and then it says O2 and glucose. Think about that arrow being a catalyst, and you're going to see the enzyme be the catalyst. Hence why back here we said it's a biological catalyst. We find this in nature. Or we find it in living things, I should say. So how does an enzyme reaction work? Well, it's kind of complicated when you first look at it, but it's really simple. So we have reactants known as substrates. They're going to bind to the active site of an enzyme, forming the enzyme substrate complex. We'll get to that a little later when we get over to the graph. And the substrate and enzyme must be complementary of each other. Think of like a key and a lock, like you have to have the key the specific way for it to fit in the hole and unlock the door. So as you can see over here, we have the substrate specific enzyme and substrate. You can see they're both circles, and then the enzyme has the little divots to allow the circles to come in. This is called the active site. Again, they bind in the next, where the arrow points to next. That does the enzyme substrate complex. You're going to see they're going to form together, and then they're going to release as separate products. And as you can see, it went in bonded together, that little black thing right here. It's bonded, and then that breaks up the bonds. So what things can slow enzyme production? Although enzymes can speed up the rate of reaction, some things can slow it down, of course. Those things being pH, temperature, and competitive inhibitors. There could be more out there. I have no idea. So as you can see in the top one, they're going to start to denature when it's outside of their optimal range and stuff. So when that pH, usually enzymes like that 7 pH, some like it a little acidic, some like it basic. But like, for example, let's say this enzyme likes 7, like a very neutral pH. If let's say we made it acidic of like a level of 2, you're going to see it's going to start to denature. And if you notice, here we have the substrate and the enzyme making like almost an airtight seal. Imagine that trying to get in there. It's not going to work, and it's going to significantly slow down the rate of reaction. And temperature, same thing. Let's say this thing likes to be at 70 degrees. It's 60 degrees. It's going to start to denature a little bit, and the enzyme is going to become a little less efficient. The rate of reaction will go down. And competitive inhibitors is a little different. It's not going to denature, but here's what it does. Okay, so you have an enzyme, you have a substrate, the light green here, and then you have the dark blue. That's going to be your inhibitor. So the inhibitor is going to go in here, and the enzyme is going to be like, well, you're not supposed to be in here. The substrate really wants in, and it's supposed to be in there, but it can't. And no reaction will take place when that inhibitor is in there, so it won't allow the substrate to get in there. Make sense? But that is the end of this video, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video today, you learned something, please drop a like, maybe subscribe if you like this content, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.